Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the game Once a Pacific Admins Edition. This is my play by PBEM match against AsuRob. He's an allied player and for me it is the Empire of Japan. Now it is 5th June 42 and there's action all around the map. Mainly air war action and land battles, not so much the Navy directly engaged. There was a encounter with no Navy battle. So one task force was more or less able to dodge this battle. So I'm throwing more bombs on this tank unit and not really hitting anything. I sweep. There's enemy. There's one fighter left at least. No, not more. But I have more payload to drop. The Australian Air Force out of Townsville and out of Brisbane, more or less attacking here my Japanese in Australia. Always normally at least one flak hit on an enemy aircraft, sometimes even the kill. Now my army soldiers simply have to endure this kind of situation. Good. The lighting's coming down very low again, and this is I would say they are not really the best ground attack aircraft. But it's up to Rob how he will use this aircraft. It looks like no cap more left. And I try to lure enemy aircraft out of the Cylon to attack my fleet, but looks like no. They're all focusing on ground attacks now. Ooh, I even killed that B-26. Good. Juncture bombardment. Testing how's the situation here. The Chinese looking not so powerful, but again the area determines in favor of the defender. Good, the next attempt to storm the enemy gate. The fort, normally from 0 to 1, you can always rebuild it overnight. So, destroyed. Once again, many of my tanks getting now destroyed, so now my tank units are really bleed out. Similar for those Australians, they also paying in blood, but it's hard. If it really makes sense to push more, or better fall back. So at least here I can achieve a victory. This was 2 units left behind. One is, I think, destroyed. Oh, it was only 1 unit, okay. And Daily Waters, the next battle. That was a victory. And then Bundaberg, also a victory. This unit was, I think, not able to escape more fast enough. This was a mobile unit. You can see a lot of vehicles. It was a light, I don't know, LH. At least I would say it was a motorized infantry or something like this. A little more bombardment here. I still push north of Calcutta. The Indian brigade and the guns must retreat. Not destroyed, but a lot of equipment destroyed. I mean, yeah, taken off the table. West of Rockhampton, other Australian brigade try to sneak in, or I don't know exactly what they're doing, but victory once again. These are my paratrooper guys. And also, I have simply not enough units, so I must use now this kind of normally support equipment to fight. Overall, a good day, at least at the ground. But in Australia, the main focus is similar to Ceylon and Fiji. Keep the allies busy and maybe achieving something in India. That would have the biggest impact for me in the long run. Air losses are light. 5 enemy aircraft are destroyed by air-to-air or air action, flag kills. Not many ops losses directly, but yeah, casualties for the allies at least. No sinking sound, but I think I had to scuttle here a ship. It was, I think, on fire in Nadi, and it was burning down slowly, turn by turn, and then I say, okay, I scuttle it because I can save 1 or 2 points, doesn't matter. And I can save the captain. Yeah. Not important normally for this kind of cargo ships. So, yeah. This looks all fine. I know how strong is the Chinese army here. And yeah. Burma, no, nothing to discuss. I took this small dot base, nothing else. But this will, now it's really, there's nothing more to rail around. So I controlled both dot bases. Now the rail is completely broken. So this, whatever is here, is have no link or normally no supply, no way to get resupplied. Maybe by air transport, but even that is, I think, hard now. My number 1 issue is, luckily, yeah, this guy is still trailing behind. But I would say tomorrow he can reach the hex, and then I have a maybe. It's unlikely that after this something will happen, because then there's no shock attack more. Then the allies must catch me. This is still the danger that the allies crossing the river bank can automatically attack me. And that could be dangerous for the 1 unit. We will see. I also try to catch this last city here. There's a lot of resources. Not that I have not already enough resources. Yeah, you can see the amount of resources piling up here in Calcutta. It's simply not really possible for me to ship them out. So once I take all of this, maybe I can start to ship out the resources. Now I will only stockpile them. Maybe in 1 or 2 months I have a better situation of this area, or can secure at least all the coast and no air threat more. But air threat will be always here because this city is hard to take, and we will see. My navy is back here unloading the fuel. At least I try this. My carrier fleet is once again here, but the time is short because I normally want to get this carrier back to port in Singapore and start the upgrade. But I had to first give air cover for this Tinker Force and try to lure the enemy out. There are a lot of fighters, so there's still Air Force here, that for sure. Australia, one more victory, source of daily waters. There's a new Australian army coming up the road and behind. So yeah, still the struggle. I sent this brigade back because you can see it's completely disabled. That was consumed by a attack before. Need fallback to Rockhampton to recover and rebuild. Now my tank units are also completely burned out. You can see this unit is nearly completely empty. This one is also partly disabled. So I have no tank support more. But I was able to achieve here victory in the west of Rockhampton and Bundaberg. So not all is bleak and helpless. Some ships must return. I was trying to reinforce. More equipment is coming, maybe 2,500 tons. More I cannot spare because I need to keep the 22,000 plus in Numaya. And 2,500 tons could be enough to turn the situation in Nadi for at least, maybe let's say a week. Good, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.